Hi, Gemini. It's April 2019, and this is Maxine Taylor with your solar forecast for the month. Got some good, interesting aspects. Let's start, first of all, with this beautiful 10th house, okay? Mercury and Venus are both in your 10th house of career and public image, and they are bringing blessings galore. At least Venus is. Mercury just sits and talks about it. They are both in dreamy, inspired Pisces, and so you may be a little confused about your public image, but you're certainly inspired about it. Venus is what we love, what we think is beautiful, and we love our career. And the world thinks we're beautiful and loves us because of the love that we are expressing in our public image, in our lives, in our career. In Pisces, very creative, very artistic, very musical. Pisces is just such a perfect placement, I think, for Venus. Now, Mercury, the blue planet, our conscious mind, it's what we think about and talk about. And so we're thinking and talking about our career, and we are communicating from a position of authority, leadership. We're thinking about our career and perhaps teaching, writing, communicating. Now, on the 17th of April, Mercury enters our 11th house. And this is where we bring our friends in. I say we, because I'm a Gemini. And I didn't want to make it about me, but I'm watching, you know what I mean? So we, all of us, will be thinking more about our friends, socializing with them perhaps more. Mercury, when it enters our 11th, of course, is in Aries. And so, wow, we're going to throw ourselves into talking and communicating and creating more friends. Venus joins Mercury on the 20th. And we love our friends. Our social life is everything to us. And we're more aggressive in our social activities. We're not waiting for the phone to ring. We're getting out there and hitting the ground running. Now, the sun, the giver of life, is in the 11th house. And so the center of our life is group activities, friendship activities, humanitarian activities, because the 11th house is traditionally ruled by Aquarius, and this is the sign of humanity. Also, on the 20th, when Venus enters the 11th house, the sun moves into our solar 12th. Now, for every single sign, when the sun is in our solar 12th house, this is the time of preparation. Preparation for what? When the sun enters Gemini, which of course it will do next month. And so what we're looking at here is time alone to retreat, to prepare, even though our social life is very active with Venus and Mercury in the 11th. We still appreciate our own company most of all. And this is the 12th house is the spirit plane. It's just plain old ordinary behind the scenes activities. And so we will divide our time after the 20th between our friends and our solitude and privacy. Now, on the 22nd, the sun and Uranus are conjunct. So this can be a very exciting day. Uranus is very charismatic. It's very magnetic. And when the sun hits it, boy, you do your own thing your way, but it's away from prying eyes, so have a blast. Now, I don't want you to think that with the sun in the 12th, you've turned into a slug, because that's just not Gemini's way, particularly since Mars, the planet of action and energy, is in Gemini in the first house. So with Mars in the first, we're really a disguised Aries. And the mantra becomes, look out, here I come. But in Gemini, uh, we're moving along parallel tracks. We can do two things simultaneously. This is the ultimate fast multitasker. So on your mark, get set, go. With Mars in the first house, there is no stopping Gemini. Oh, this is going to be awesome. So I don't want you to think that you're going to be losing out on anything, because you are going to enjoy your solitude and privacy. You're going to love your friends and being with groups of people. And you're saying, I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I can. Yay. Now there's more. On the 5th, we're going to have a new moon in 15 of Aries. Find 15 degrees of Aries in your birth chart. Everybody's got a different birth chart. Wherever that new moon falls, and give it about a 5-degree orb, this is where things start moving forward. Well, in the 11th house, your social situation, your friendship circle starts moving forward. This is an absolutely perfect time to get together with old friends, to make new ones. Do accept every social invitation you receive. And perhaps you might be doing a little inviting of your own, because you do want to be with people. After the 20th, when the sun is in the 12th house, perhaps not as much. That would be the time to accept invitations so you don't have to set up and clean up. You know what I mean, after a party. Now, after the new moon, the moon starts growing and growing and growing for the next 2 weeks. And then we have a full moon on April 19th in 29 degrees of Libra. That is the last degree of Libra. And so it's just 1 degree behind the 6th house cusp. What this does is it activates everything relating to the 6th house: work, health, service. If you've had health issues, they will come to a head to be dealt with. And I love a full moon, because not only does it bring things to a head, but it does help you resolve them. That's the beauty of the full moon. If you're thinking of starting a new project, a new job, this is awesome. Just terrific. So decide how you'd like to use this full moon. Now, you notice I've got a couple of other things to talk to you about. One of these is the solar eclipse that we had January 15th. The other is the lunar eclipse that we had January 21st. Why am I talking about eclipses from January? Because eclipses are strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur. That means that the January eclipses are at their peak April and May. Let's take a look, because they will be involved in our forecast for the next 2 months. The first eclipse, solar eclipse, new moon, in the 8th house of psychic ability, of transformation, of other people's money and values. So, did you invest in stock at that time? Did you become a psychic detective and look beneath the surface at what is really going on? Did you help other people get their financial act together? The 8th house deals with secrets. Were you looking at secrets and unearthing them and getting to the bottom of them? If you didn't do it back in January, you might be doing it now. And the lunar eclipse, which is a full moon, on January 21st was in 1 degree of Leo in the 3rd house. And so all kinds of communication opportunities, self-expression opportunities are popping up for you now. Are you writing a book? Are you doing a video? Are you doing more social media? Are you thinking of travel, short trips I'm talking about. Gemini rules the third house in the natural zodiac. And so Gemini is alive with ideas, filled with ideas, and communicating them grandly with this beautiful lunar eclipse in great grand glorious Leo. So that's the way April looks for all of us born under this marvelous sign. And just in case you did not know this, Gemini does not look its age or act its age. And the older we get, the more that saying is true. So, can't wait to talk to you next month when the sun moves into Gemini. So, till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.